Hello everybody, welcome back to a special episode of my SnowRunner hard mode series where we're going to do an expedition and we're going to go and get the Tayga from Tamir, Russian Federation, however, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Tamir, maybe? And just, so this is a continuation, as in my previous episode I had 100% finished Michigan. Before going to Alaska, I want to do a little bit of, at least get the Taiga. So there's this episode as a special episode. As I finished the Michigan logging, I was at about 214,000, but I fitted chain tires and I think a new bumper to the Fleet Star in preparation for going to Alaska. Not sure why the bumper, it looked cool, so I bought it. So 206, and what I wanted to do is to work out precisely how much it cost me to go and get this Taiga. So as precise as I can get it, because I can't quite budget fuel as well as I should. But so the step one is I have put this White Western Star. I've put the service add-on. I already had this add-on. I used it on the Fleet Star to recover this White Western Star. But when you unequip in hard mode, you lose all of the service parts that are inside there. So I now need to fill it up. So that's going to cost me 800 supply parts is $1,600. And then the wheels, I think, are going to be 50 each. Yeah. So 6 wheels, $50 each. So I'll add all of this up at the end anyway. And then I am going to get this back to the garage real quick. I'll see you there. Right, here we are, back in the garage. I think we're equipped well enough to go and do this. Retain it. Global map. Go to Tamir. Groundlands. So this is the first visit to this garage. And truck storage, White Western Star. I want to deploy it here. It's going to cost me $3,500. So I'll add that to my tally. And now that we're deployed, we're in Russia. Now I happen to know from being here in campaign mode that there's a fuel trailer right there, and we're going to be picking that up and taking it with us because we need fuel as part of this rescue. And this van body add-on doesn't carry fuel, it just carries parts. The maintenance add-on that has fuel doesn't have enough parts, so we would end up doing 2 trips either way unless we use this body and then tow this trailer. So that's why I'm doing it the way I am. So the drowned oil tank, the fact that it came up like that suggests it is a recovery mission, but I'm going to take some fuel out of it. We won't be delivering it, we're going to use it and abuse it to get the Taiga. And then when we're finished with Alaska, we'll come back to this map. So for now, we're just going to drag it out of this bit of water, attach it and take it with us to grab the Taiga. I have got the advanced medium. So I've got a winch on this truck, so I've got a slightly longer range than the normal medium, like that, as in that's a pretty good range there. I put myself in dip lock. Put it in low. So it's high powered and longer distance. I'll drop it there. Get myself out a little bit and then reconnect the winch. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the Russian names on the signs, because if I do that, all I'm going to do is either offend or cause hilarious uproar amongst any Russian viewers. I would just butcher the name. I have no idea how to pronounce these names. So that's the trailer attached. Engine off. Now I know where this is because I've done it before, but effectively we need to pull the road here, leave the road roughly there, and I'm going to come across this bit somewhere around here to get to the truck. And I'll see the lie of the land when I get to that last waypoint, but you can see the shadow of the truck there just below the waypoint, hopefully. But we'll get there in present order. It is quite a muddy environment. I have seen somebody else on a video, I forget who it is, otherwise I would do a link or a pop-up card for it, but I've seen somebody else come and get this like at level 2 on campaign mode as soon as you've got the Fleet Star, coming and getting this with highway tyres. So although I got mine ages ago on my campaign mode, and I can't even remember which truck I used to get it, I would be pretty disappointed in myself if this white Western Star can't do this. That deployment, in terms of working out the cost of this, that deployment fee of 3,500. I'm going to double that because I obviously will need to deploy this back if I choose to take it to Alaska. So I can see the truck ahead of us. I'm not taking what you might think is the main track on the map because it's got a nasty bridge, and this, although it's a bit boggier, this trail through the trees seems a bit easier. I think the hardest part of this will be turning this fuel train around to take it back to whoever it's got to be delivered to, or at least back to the road so I can use it for other things. But I might even just leave it at the Tayga, not worry about the trailer until I come to this map and just treat it as this is where I've got to rescue the trailer from for that task. You don't have to take the Tayga anywhere. As soon as you've prepared it and refueled it, it's yours basically. So it's pretty doable in hard mode. Right, so there I am. My engine off. Let's get the task. SOS. Tracking it. And then we need to give it repair first. So that's it. It's used all 6 wheels and 630 of our 800 available repair points. So when we unequip this, we're not really losing much in terms of those repair points. That's it repaired. And then now it's refuel. This will fill myself up. And the Tayga. Job done. So we got 1450 for completing it as well. And now we've got to get out, basically. And the Taiga, as capable as it is when it's equipped, the Taiga, which is now mine, has highway tires on. At the in the state that you rescue it, it's got highway tires on. So it's not going to be a massively capable off-roader just yet. Just turning it around a little bit. And then engine off again. Switch back into the White Western Star. And get both vehicles back to the garage. I'm going to leave the fuel trailer there. I'm not bothered about the fact that I'll have to come and get the fuel trailer in a future episode when I come back to this map after Alaska, which feels like far enough away that it's future Atlay's problem. So all I'm going to do is hook this up to the Tayga. Turn the Tayga's engine on so it can assist with its own recovery, and then pull it back the same route that we came in, basically. Right, there we are. Into the garage. Jump onto the map. Into the Tayga. Into the garage. And there's our Tayga. So I'm going to pay for the bodywork repair for 2500. Should I include that in my costs? Yes, why not? And that's it. So, I've now got to include retaining it, yes, and retaining this, yes, and then at least the Taiga. Once deploying to Alaska. Deploy, yes, and yeah, White Western Star. Pay to deploy that, and then looking at my money, I will add it up and put a number on the screen for the exact amount that it cost. But I started with 206, and I've 1,000, and I've got 193,000 left. So 13,000. It's cost me 13,000 without upgrades to get the Taiga. And as I said in a previous episode, my logic is that if the Taiga was in the truck store and you could buy it for 13,000, it would be a no-brainer. You would just buy it. And actually, it would cost 75,000 if you wanted to buy it. So I've just got the Taiga for 13,000. Is my logic, and it will just come in handy for certain things. There are limitations to it. It's not the be-all and end-all of trucks because it's got add-on restrictions. You can't put a loading crane and sideboard bed and tow a trailer. There's a fairly short list there of add-ons that it can use, but it's got useful things it can do. So yeah, that's part of my save now. I will leave this episode here because that was the point of it. It's just a short episode to show me going and getting the Taiga from the Russian Federation and bringing it to Alaska for about, well, I estimated it would be under 15k, and it's about 13 something, 13 and some change. So pretty pleased with that. I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. See you in the next one.